unlawful electronic surveillance of an opposing political party, paying hush money out of a White House safe to burglars and other co-conspirators to silence cooperation with law enforcement, and attempts to alter testimony under oath. 6 Republican House committee members joined all 21 Democrats in supporting those 2 articles. My congressman was among those 6 Republican House members. Another one of the 6 was then a young congressman from Maine, who later became a member of this body, serving with distinction as a senator and later as President Bill Clinton's Secretary of Defense. That young congressman was Bill Cohen. A third of the 6 was Representative Caldwell Butler, a Republican from Virginia, whose papers are housed at Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia, in the state where I grew up and where I later went to law school. Together, these 6 Republicans made history. They did so with no sense of triumph. In today's parlance, no fist bumps, but only, in the words of my congressman, with deep reluctance, and only because the evidence was clear and unmistakable of unlawful activities by the president in a criminal cover-up that was, in the concluding language of the first article of impeachment, contrary to his trust as president. As to the third article in the Nixon impeachment, that article charging obstruction of Congress did not enjoy bipartisan support, but instead was voted on by the House Judiciary Committee along party lines by a vote of 21-17. Republicans objected then to the third article in the face of the president's good faith prior claim to executive privilege by withholding certain evidence until such time as the matter was definitively resolved by the Supreme Court. My point in mentioning these 3 votes by the House Judiciary Committee is simply this: count votes and do the math. I understand that you all have been deprived of your phones and thus a calculator app, so I will do it for you. A 27-11 vote was not only bipartisan, as I have indicated, but overwhelmingly so, indeed over 70%. That is to say, greater than a 2/3 supermajority. That vote sent a powerful signal to the full House, and indeed the Senate, that impeachment was overwhelmingly bipartisan and therefore politically and legally legitimate. President Nixon's fate was sealed, and the result was inevitable. Thus, less than 2 weeks after that initial committee vote on impeachment, the president resigned. My congressman, during the course of those proceedings, commented simply and plainly that it was, in his words,